Hey peeps, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Geez, my hair was all nice and neat a minute ago. Now it's all messed up. Got a little breezy out here. Oh gosh, kids. How's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? It's a beautiful day here in the harbor. Oh, thank you, dog, blocking the sun from my eyes. Beautiful day here in the harbor in Buki Harbor, Florida. Gorgeous, gorgeous day today. Got upwards of around 80 degrees, sun shining, light breeze blowing. Hey, smoking. Um, just, uh, just an outstanding, absolutely outstanding day here in Buki Harbor. So, show you guys a little around. Kind of a little bit what the harbor looks like right now. See Lenicky there. Looking towards the east. Anyhow, that's the harbor tonight. I got the sun right in my eyes. Oh. And it's bright. It's very bright. It's bright out here, guys. So, pilot says we can start. He's here. All right. Well, we got the pilot, man. We got someone to fly the ship. We got someone that can fly the ship. Hey, Steve Garrity, how you doing, man? Jello. Man, that sun's bright. I gotta shade my eyes here. Harbor Patrol cruising the harbor over there. I don't know if I can show that on here. Let me see if I can reverse that. There you go. You see that catamaran right there? Look right at the bow of that catamaran. You'll see the harbor boat come out. And there he is. There you're starting to see him. And right off the bow of that catamaran, and there he is. There's the little Harbor Patrol boat. Our little local coasties. So, hey Dan Carter, how you doing, man? Okay, well we got some interesting news that we're going to talk about today during our live stream. But I'm going to wait a while, let everybody get in here and get things going, and then we'll talk about that. Synopsis for the day. Gosh, frustrating day today. I took Miss Lee for a walk, no problem there. Met my buddy Lee. He drove by as I was walking Lily, wanted to know if I wanted to go out and have breakfast with him. I said no, I had too much work to do today, and I did. I had too much work to do today. Anyhow, got back here to the boat early, had a quick breakfast, and then I got right to my real estate stuff. Today I was working on something called for sale by owners. These are people who have listed their house themselves, trying to sell their house without the uses of a real estate broker, and most of them find very quickly that they are ill prepared to do that. They don't know the laws, they don't have access to the documents and the contracts, they don't have the access to the marketing channels. The other realtors won't necessarily work with for sale by owners unless they list with one of the realtors. So they get frustrated, and of course they get angry at us realtors, like it's our fault that their house didn't sell. Well, I ran into a gentleman today who has a moderately priced house for this market, and been on the market for a long time. I mean, he's had it for sale by owner for almost a year now. One of these, dyed-in-the-wool kind of guys. He's just going to hold it. He's going to hold his ground. He's going to make the market bend to his will. It's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. That's just not the way real estate works. The real estate market works the way the market works. The market determines the prices. Realtors don't determine the prices. Sellers don't determine the prices. What somebody is willing to pay for a property is what determines the prices. So, and we know that by looking at the other properties similar to that one, what we call comparables, and what they sold for. Anyhow, did a whole big workup, put together all the comparables on this guy. I did a couple of them today. Got it all over to him, and he looked at it and just sort of dismissed it like it was, gobbledygook or gibberish or something. He was just going to stick to his guns. And, I've seen this before with people. Obviously, you've been selling real estate for as long as I have. You've seen this quite a bit. And Lily, calm down. Quit stepping on me. She's all excited for some reason today. She's very animated. Stay. Sit. sit. You can just stay on the dinghy for a little bit. So there's the 3 penny opera folks going by. They're motoring along with their little dinghy. Anyhow, so you know, you go and you put all this time, effort, energy, and work into it, doing all the research and compiling all the data. And you know, the data is what the data is. I don't create the data, I just report it. I don't, you know, decide what every property sells for and how much it sells for. You know, when you've got 15 properties identical to his property, all of which are selling for, in this particular case, $150,000 less than what he's asking for his property, and he's asking a whole lot more than he paid for not that long ago. You know, some people just, I don't know, they get the attitude like, well, it was their house, so therefore it's worth more than whatever the market says. And some people just aren't willing to face reality. They're just not willing to face reality. I guess that's going to be the story of today's live stream, facing reality. So today I was contacted by one of my peeps, one of my people. I would say fans of my YouTube channel, but some people complained about that, saying they're not fans. I don't know what else to call you. You know, if you're someone who's been watching my channel religiously and relentlessly for months, if you're not a fan, now why the hell are you watching? You know, so if you're watching and you're not considering yourself a fan, you know, go move on. It's okay. Go watch something else. Not a problem. Anyhow, one of my fans said to me today, you know, you need to make money. You need to build your channel up, and you need funds. I mean, your real estate business up, and you need funds for that. So why don't you just go back to doing what worked for you in the past? I was like, well, what do you mean what worked for me in the past? He says, well, you funded your trip across country, driving down from Alaska and going cross country, by doing those sailing with grandpa deals. I'm like, well, yeah, I did. He says, well, empty your V-berth, put in some nice, I got the good pillows, but put in some nice linens and blankets up there, and offer for people to come visit you on the boat. Do the sailing, or in this case, instead of sailing with grandpa, it'd be more like mooring with grandpa. Come out and spend a week in Florida. And that makes sense. So I'm putting the word out right now for all of my, for the few guys that signed up for the Sailing with Grandpa thing. Now's the time. Now's the time. Call me up, schedule your vacation, schedule your trip. Sometime between now and May, anytime between now and May, those of you guys that have already signed up and paid for your trips, call me up. Let's get a schedule set up. You will have the V-berth. There's room up there for 2 people. But it's really comfy for 1, but there's room for 2. I'm going to vacate it and move all my stuff out. I do have a line on some storage spaces that I can move stuff to, so it's going to get moved to storage. Well, a couple of 3 things are going up on deck, but that I have in good solid boxes, but the rest of the stuff's going into a storage unit. So I have room. I can clean out the V-berth. I'm also give me the ability to make a bit more room back here in the cockpit. We have the dinghy, the Lily 2. We have the ability of going scuba diving. We have the ability of going fishing. We have the ability of going snorkeling. We have the ability of going tooling around and looking at stuff. If whoever comes out rents a car, then we can certainly visit all the various and sundry tourist places here in the Florida Keys. I mean, we can do the Florida Keys. We can hang out and visit it. And you can sit here and participate in the morning chat and hang out here and have sundowners in the cockpit and be as involved or uninvolved as you would like in my YouTube channel. You can participate or choose not to. That would be fine. Anyhow, so for those people that have already paid, doors open. Now's the time. We're here, we're settled, we're organized. Come on down and spend your week here with me. And for those people who have not signed up with the Sailing for Grandpa, you're welcome to do that. Give me a call. Contact me and say, hey man, I'd like to come hang out for a week. Come out and spend a week out here on the boat for me. So what's the deal? Okay, the deal is $500 for the week, same as it was before. $500 to come spend a week out on the boat with me, plus whatever your, you know, grocery bill and liquor bill is going to be. I expect that we'll go and provision the first day when you get here, and you can choose, you know, to buy whatever it is you want to eat while you're here. You'll pay your half, I'll pay my half, whatever. So, and then if you want any alcohol, that'll be extra added on to that. And if you want to go fishing, you'll have to help pay for some bait. But yeah, $500 for a week per person, $750 for a couple. There's a few people that have already signed up. Those people are more than welcome to come out now and honor their stay. I've already refunded one person. I'm going to be starting to issue refunds to a second person. So that leaves only 3 people that signed up that are going to come. And one of those guys, I have been doing everything I can to get in contact with, and I'm just not able to get in touch with him. I have been emailing him. The only phone number I had for him has been disconnected. I think I've lost contact with him. I'm hoping he's out there. But you know, if you signed up with the Selling for Grandpa and you've not been contacted by me in a long time, then shoot me a line, because I'm trying to get a hold of you. But the other people that have signed up for it, hey man, we will make room. You know, we'll get the V-berth cleaned up, and I mean, like, I'm going to do that next week or so. Well, I'll do it in conjunction and in schedule with whoever the first person is going to come down. But man, if you want to come out and hang out here on the back of the boat with me and Lily and do a little snorkeling, scuba diving, fishing and stuff here with me here in the dink and stuff, then come on down and let's go do that. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. So anyhow, let's go back and see what I missed in the chat. I'm sure there was a bunch. Hey Carl, I found an app that's available on the East Coast called Lowcast. It's free TV streaming off major channels, huh? All right, I'll have to check that out. So, how about subscribers? What about subscribers, 6-7? Oh, you want me to call them subscribers? Yeah, maybe. All expenses paid. Not all expenses paid. You have to get here and help with the food bill. But other than that, yeah, you'll be on the boat, and I'll cover the cost of fuel for fuel for running around and use of the dinghy, and of course, you know, you'll be taking showers in the marina just like I do. One more thing, and I have to collect for bed tax. There's a 5% bed tax here in Marathon, so there's also going to be a 5% charge for bed tax. Nothing I can do about that. Required by the local government here. So I guess 500 is not really true. It'd be 525 with taxes, because there's a 5%. $25 is 5% of 500 if I'm doing the math correctly. So anyhow, there's that. So anyhow, let me see what else I missed in the chat. Hey Andy, what's up? Hey Smoke, and then hello to everybody. I missed saying hello to a lot of people here. Hey Marie. Hey Johnny. I think I'm gonna do it. Well, come on down, man. Yeah, man, Marie in the house. Didn't most of those people say they didn't want a refund? Andy, 2 people wanted a refund. One I've already gotten done now. Well, I think I still owe him $50. I think I still owe him $50. I got to go check my math. When I lost my computer, I lost that record. So I got to go back through my PayPal record, you know, on PayPal, go through my PayPal things and see the refunds that I sent compared to what he paid. I have to go back and do the math on that. So there's one other person that wanted refund. The other 3 people did not want refunds, but I want to honor that anyway. You know, I want to honor that. You know, come on down, man. Come on down. Spend a week. Hang out. You know, like Andy, you know, you're one. You're paid for, man. Come on down. Come on down and spend a week on the boat with me and Lily. We'll have a ball, man. We'll have a ball. So, I mean, I got a working head now, so that shouldn't be a problem. What is bed tax? Okay. Any community that you visit, especially tourist communities, they have something called a bed tax. Anytime you stay at a motel or a hotel, that hotel or motel charges you a bed tax. They collect a percentage of whatever your night stay is, and they have to pay that to the local municipality by the way of a tax. They call it a bed tax. So, you know, because you're staying in the bed. So they call it a bed tax. Anyhow, This county here, Monroe County, here in Marathon, Florida, there's a 5% bed tax. So that's what a bed tax is. So they would need to rent their own scuba. Yes, Marie, they would need to have to rent their own scuba gear. Yep, yep. And so they would have to be certified, or we could go dive with any one of the numerous dive operations that are here. We could simply go scuba diving with them, rather than going out on our own, which would probably be a lot easier because getting in and out of my dinghy is not the easiest thing. And the Lily too, you know, the Lily, I'm hesitant starting her up and going anywhere until I get my mixing elbow replaced. And I'm going to have a shop and make one. I'm hesitant about starting the engine and going anywhere because the mixing elbow is blowing water all over the place. So, but I guess we can get that done too here pretty soon. So yes, they need to rent their own scuba gear. It's like a resort fee in Vegas, very much. Yep. What if I slept in a chair? Well, it's the same thing. Then it's a chair tax. Per day or per week. It's just a percentage of your entire stay. It's just 5% of whatever you pay. So if you like, for example, if you come and stay here on the boat with me, I'm charging you $500 to stay here for a week. So the tax on that's 5%. That's $25. I pay that to them, $25. So that would be a weekly basis. It depends on where you stay at. If you go to a motel and you stay there one night, you pay the bed tax for that one night, not for the whole, not for anything more. You only pay the tax for what you use. So I'm gonna wait till you get the boat cleaned up and the motor working. I don't want to show up and have to work on your engine. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not anticipating that we're going to go anywhere with the Lily 2. We'll use the dinghy to get around. We'll use Rosie to get around, and if we want to go scuba diving, probably be best for us just to jump on with one of the local dive operators. They can take us out to the reef, and they'll have all the equipment necessary. And that way, even I don't have to worry about my own gear. We can just go out and dive together. I have advanced open water certification, so I can go dive anywhere. You'll need to have certification, or you'll need to do the 1 day course with one of the dive operators here, and get a 1 day certification. So, or do the tourist dive kind of thing that they do. So we can work it out. We can work out those kind of details. So if you want to come out and spend a week on the boat, that would be an available option for anybody that wants to do that. Just like with the Sailing with Grandpa, only you could come now. You call me up, make arrangements. You could be here next week. You could be here tomorrow, hanging out on the boat with me. Schedule's wide open right now. So with that said, let's just check on the development of our sunset. There's our sunset developing. Kind of interesting. The sun has moved down behind that big cloud there, throwing some really interesting colors. Someone's tooting along on a conchorn. Now, some real interesting colors there. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, I was talking to him. It just seems like that makes the most amount of sense. That way I could keep my time free for doing what I need to be doing here on the boat, and my real estate work, on the off time, and then the rest of the time, we'd be here on the boat doing that, and I could do that reasonably and easily. All I've got to do is clear a hole up in the V berth, and that's not hard to do. So that's not hard to do at all. And with weather like this, man, this is good time of year. If you're up there freezing your bippy off and shoveling snow, well, come on down and hang out here in the warmth and the sunshine, and have a nice cold beer sitting there in the cockpit with me. Okay, so what else I miss here? Yesterday's high temperature was 10 below zero. Oh, pilot, get out of there, man. Come on down for a week. Anyhow, Andy says, what's for dinner? I had bought, and I found this to be a really good deal here. The Publix sells this like 3-pack of chuck steaks. Now they're only like half-inch thick, but they're good sized steaks. I mean, they're plenty. They're plenty of food. Anyhow, I bought the little 3-pack. It was $12.86, I think it was this week. You know, they differ depending on the weight of the thickness of the steak. It's a per pound thing. But anyhow, so I got 3 of those little chuck steaks. Little meaning thin, not little being small. They're still pretty good. I mean, they fill the whole plate, pretty much. So anyhow, I got 3 of those for $12. So I had that and some salad for dinner. That was my dinner. Little chuck steak and a salad. And for those of you that don't know, I cook very well. So dining here, if you sign up with a Sailing with Grandpa, you come down and eat. We can eat fairly well. You know, maybe go out a night or two to one of the local restaurants or something here. There's some phenomenal eateries here. There's one, you can see it right now. There's one right there, that sort of tallish looking building right there in the distance. That's a restaurant called Birdeen's, and it's really good. Yes, Andy, I put the steaks on the grill right there. So, yep. Oh, let's take a look at that sunset. There we go. Beautiful evening out here. Cooled off pretty good right now. I'd say it's about 74, 75. So, pelican steaks. There you go. Wouldn't that be interesting? Tuna steaks would be even better, though. Do you or Lily snore? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Lily, not so much. I can't speak for myself, so. Raining here, it sucks. I hate rain and cold. What's your PayPal? PayPal, maybe one of my moderators is good enough to put a link to my PayPal up. It's paypal.me/Brooks. So, Panhorse one. Okay, how you doing? Pelican steaks. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn around, man. I can just sit in that position for so long, and my butt starts to hurt. So, anyhow, so we're good. We're operational here on the boat. We've got all of our systems in place and in order. And I was thinking, the more I was thinking about it, the more I was saying, you know, that's a great idea. Let's get that done, you know. So Andy and Mike and, well, the other guy I can't get a hold of yet, but Andy and Mike are 2 of the guys that signed up for it. You guys could get a hold of me and make arrangements to come down and get your week down here and spend some time. And anybody else that wants to come out and spend a week, now's the time. And we're completely legit and above board. This is not a charter. Don't get me wrong. This is not a week charter on the boat. I am not a charter captain. We're not chartering the boat. We're operating it as a boat and breakfast, as a floating, as a air floating B&B. That's the way it's operating. So you're just going to come out and you're going to just rent the V berth here on the boat and hang out with me and the dog. Here's the dog. You're going to rent out me and the dog, rent out the room and visit me and the dog. I'll rent the dog out. There you go. Yep. You get to have Miss Lily up in the V berth with you. Yes. I'll pimp out my dog. What are you doing, silly? What are you doing, huh? Am I getting the spot, huh? Am I getting the spot right there? Am I getting the spot? Okay. Oh, jeez, getting attacked by the dog. Okay. Gadfree Brain, how much? It's $500 for a week. That's what I'm going to do it for. $500 a week, and plus you'll pay for your half of the groceries and whatever booze you want to have on board. I think that's reasonable, and you'll get to stay in the V berth, which is way up there. But you know, boat's fully functioning right now. We do not have a shower on board, so what I do is I run over to the marina and I shower over there, as does probably 60-70% of the people here in the harbor. But you would be able to participate in the morning chat in the morning. We'll go play bocce ball on Wednesday. You can join me to play dominoes on Tuesday. Whatever you need done. Whatever you need done. Fishing, snorkeling, scuba diving. It's all right here. We might as well get to it, guys. We might as well just get to it and start having some fun. Let's start embracing the Keys lifestyle, man. Picture of your entire boat from your dinghy. I want to see what I'm getting myself into. A picture of my entire boat from my dinghy. Okay. I can do that, I guess, yeah. It's a small boat. It's a 29-foot cow. It's an old, small boat. But yeah, we could do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe. When's the next cruiser that you're going to broadcast? I broadcasted yesterday's. See my guy going by here in this cute little boat. Lily, of course, has to go up on the bow and wag her tail at him. I broadcasted yesterday's. I don't know when I'll do the next one. I may do it in the morning. I don't know. It all depends. I'm trying not to do every one of them. I can't promise to do every one. Although, thinking about it, if I am successful being able to have people come and join me on the boat and be able to do that for an income stream, which there's no reason why we couldn't, $500 a week, $2,000 a month, that'd be perfect. That'd be plenty. If we can do that and that works, then there's really no reason why I can't just live stream every one of them in the morning. Well, I don't know if I want to be married to doing that every morning, though. There are some mornings I might be scuba diving. There's some mornings I may want to go fishing. Can't do it every morning. But, 2 or 3 times a week, I think, is a good schedule for that. So there's the sunset shaping up back there. The sun's right behind that cloud right now. You can kind of see the brightness in there. So kind of shaping up a little bit. Anyhow, what are you guys thinking about that? Does that make sense? Does that seem like a reasonable thing? I don't know. Makes sense to me. And let's face it, there's a lot of you guys freezing your bippies off right now. A lot of you guys that are cold and shoveling snow and dealing with ice. Would you rather be swimming down here in the Florida Keys? Only 3 people died from the cold in Milwaukee, huh? Well, nobody died from the sunshine and warm water here in Marathon today. Oh, we're being attacked. People are sneaking up behind us. See them going by. Oh man, people have fun with it. They do. This is a really cool, fun community. It really is. So, okay. Only 3 people. What if a troll signs up? Yeah, Alexander, that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's not going to happen. First of all, a troll would never do that. But I'm not going to take any trolls out. I won't accept any trolls. Or troll-like people even. I mean, they're going to have to come down here and live in close proximity with me for a week. I don't think there's a troll in the world that would want to do that. So, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you'd have to deal with the dog jumping all over you all the time, though. She does that from time to time. She likes to come up and give you hugs, and there she is going forward. I'm heading to Disney in March. Oh, wow. Mouseland, huh? Well, I can guarantee you what I'd be doing is a whole lot cheaper than Disney. You better have a deep pocket if you're going to go to Mouseland. That place is expensive. Pilot, are we talking 5 days, 7 days? I don't know. I think, I don't remember what we said last time. I think we were saying like five nights, 6 days, something like that. I think that's what we were talking about last time. But I'm me. I'm easy. If it's got to go an extra day or so or whatever, or a day less, whatever, we can work out the details. we can work around it. There's going to be some people that may only have a couple of days. There's some people that may want to be able to spend a week. There's somebody may want to spend 2 weeks. You know, make it worthwhile. You know, so we're not you know, hard and you know, rigid, and this is exactly what it has to be. We're flexible. You know, tell me what it is you want, and we'll work out. Sorry, I'm trying to position. My regular phone battery was dead this evening, so I'm using my iPad, and it's sort of hard to hold on to. But yeah, I'm flexible. We can work out a schedule and a rate and stuff that'll work out just fine for you. So, how far are you from the airport? Okay, the way to get here, the best way to get here is you fly into Fort Lauderdale or Miami or Key West. Any of those three locations that works for you. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or Key West. From Miami and from Fort Lauderdale, there's something called the Keys Shuttle, where there's a bus service that picks people up at the airport and brings them right here, and they'll literally drop you off right here at the docks where I pick you up with the dinghy. They'll bring you right here to the marina, to the city marina. So the Keys Shuttle is one of the best ways to go. Unless you want to, you know, visit around and spend some time running around the harbor or the islands here, and then I would suggest just renting a car. You know, renting a car for the week or whatever. You know, I don't know what kind of rates they get on those, but you know, that would be an option too. There's Enterprise and a few other here. There's a little airport thing here in Marathon. There's no scheduled service in and out of the airport here in Marathon, but there is some charter service. And there's a car rental there. I think there's an Enterprise, and I think there's something else too. I don't know what the other one is. But we could make arrangements for that. But that's the easiest way to get here, is simply just fly into Miami or Fort Lauderdale, and then take the Key Shuttle from there down to here. And I think the shuttle costs like $90 to ride the shuttle. I think that's what they're charging, is $90, and they'll pick you up. You know, you'll wait there at the airport. They'll pick you up there at the airport and then drop you off right here at the marina. Here in Marathon. So, and it takes about an hour and a half. Well, depending on how many stops they have to make in the upper Keys, you know, like Key Largo and that area, Almirada and what have you. Depending on how many stops they have to make up there, figure an hour and a half or so to get here. So, not that difficult once you get from the airport. And if you fly into Key West, then you would also take the shuttle, but then you would just use the shuttle to get up here. So. You could row the dinghy. Yeah, the dinghy can be rowed, but we've got a good little outboard on the back. We're reliable. Works just fine. Small, little 3.3 horsepower, but it gets that dinghy around just fine. There's a little sunset. You hear the conch horns blowing now. Oh, man, beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. And we got the big ass swimming ladder here on the back, so you can, come on, change position. Here we go. Got the beautiful swimming ladder here on the back, so you can go swimming around here. The water is about 70 to 75 degrees right now, so I'll do all the cooking. I'll do all the dishes. I'll take care of all the cleaning. You won't have to do nothing. I'll spoil you a little bit. You'll just be able to hang out, relax, drink. Hang out, relax, and drink. I'll do all the fish cleaning. I will do all the cooking. I'll do all the cleaning. You can bartend. There you go. You can bartend. So, hey, I got an ice maker and a blender, so if you want margaritas or something, we can do that. Oh, man, that would be fun, actually. It would be fun having some guests on board. I see a lot of the boats having guests on board down here. This is not something unique. Well, just like, you know, the boat that used to be tied up here next to me, that had all those girls and stuff on it. He was doing day charter business occasionally. But there are a few boats here available on a B&B type schedule, on Airbnb. In fact, I might just list my V-berth as a Airbnb. I may get online and promote it, since I'm getting set up to do the bed tax thing. So might as well make it a public thing and not just limit it to my fans. But yeah, we'll see. So, can you swim in the bay? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. In fact, the bay is very clean. They do a really good job of coming around and pumping out all the heads from all the boats and stuff. So the water here in the marina, in the Buki Harbor, stays very clean. And we can take the dinghy right out the channel, which is right there next to that condo. We can go out that. Let me see. Yep, right between that condo and these mangroves, right there is a channel called Sisters Creek, and we can take Sisters Creek out with the dinghy and go out to Sombrero Beach, and we can anchor off or tie off right there at Sombrero Beach, and go swimming off the beach there. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach, and the beach has got restrooms and shower facilities, and it's a beautiful sandy beach. We can go fishing in around the mangroves and out on 7 Mile Bridge. I've got all the fishing gear and all the fishing rods, everything we need. You don't need to bring anything. I have a pole spear if you want to snorkel around the mangroves or go out and do a little spear fishing and stuff. We can lobster. It's lobster season right now. We can go out and look for lobsters. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff that can be done. So, I don't want any creepy things on my dinghy if I go swimming. Well, then keep it in your swimsuit, man. Definitely keep it in your swimsuit. Get down. Get down. Why are you attacking me? Come on, get down. Seriously, dog. Just getting loved to death here. Anyhow, so there you go. Hey, Morgan brother, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, guys, so come on down. Let's do that. That would be a fun thing. It's something that I can do effectively, affordably. It'd be fun. We'd have a lot of fun on the YouTube channel with that. I mean, come on. Wouldn't you guys want to see some of these guys, some of the people that you've seen in the chat? Wouldn't you love to actually see them here on the screen swimming and playing and hanging out? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Make you a star for the week. Make you a celebrity for the week. Yeah, right. Ow, dog. Quit stepping on me. I don't have my shoes on. You've got toenails that dig into my feet. I don't like that. Yes, you do. Your toenails dig into my feet. Yeah. Yeah, pilot. That's what I'm saying. Sombrero Beach is right out there. We take the dinghy. We go right out Sisters Creek, like a quarter of a mile, half a mile, or whatever it is, out Sisters Creek. And there's Sombrero Beach there. Very famous beach here in Marathon. Beautiful sandy beach. Really good place to go out and swim and snorkel. Or, you know, we can take the dinghy out and go, you know, go straight out into around, you know, 7 Mile Bridge in that area. My dinghy doesn't have quite enough range to go too far out. But we could go to other places, but then you just have to have the wherewithal of being able to get your butt back in the dinghy. Not something I can do, but I can help you get back in. If you come up alongside, I can help pull you back in the dinghy. So, but yeah, we can go out there and go snorkeling and stuff. That would be fun. Is there a fish, and what kind of fish? Oh man, there's all kinds of fish. There's all kinds of fish to be had here. Inshore, we would be fishing inshore. So you'd have what? You'd have permit. You'd have bonefish, tarpon. Then you'd have your groupers and your snappers. Redfish, schnook. There's schnook here. Oh, that reminds me. You know, in my video I did a little bit ago, that cook, catch, clean, and cook video that I did not that long ago, I had caught some fish, if you remember, that kind of looked like bonefish or kind of looked like redfish, but they looked like a bonefish because they were silvery. They looked like a redfish by body shape, but they had 2 spots on them and not just one. Apparently, that's common amongst redfish, something I was not aware of. Young juvenile redfish often have a silvery body like a bonefish and can have lots of spots on them. Yeah, as adults, they go down to just 1 or so, usually by the tail, But as juveniles, they could have 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, any number of spots on them. So I found this by talking to the local fish wildlife guys. So when we had our fish wildlife meeting, I had a conversation with them about it. So lots of good fishing to be caught here around locally, and some of them are pretty good eating. And of course, we could go out to the reef and go out there and go snorkeling and go spearfishing, which is just a mile that way, which I can do with my little dinghy if the weather conditions, I mean, like on weather conditions like this, I could go out there. I wouldn't go out in any kind of big wind, but yeah, we could go out there. So, and of course it's lobster season, so you got to get lobster. So get some hot chicks on board, get some good bikini footage, works for Bobby, yeah, right? Still working. Did I miss anything exciting? Hey Marie, how you doing? I only have subs, you're so lucky. Okay. Thank you for that. Can you get crabs there? I've never had them, but always wanted some. Well, you can get, depends on what kind of crabs you're talking about. Yes, there's blue crab here, and there's stone crab, blue crab and stone crab here. Both of those can be found playing around in the waters here. So, how much is the fishing license? I think you can do like a 3-day or a 1-day or a 3-day for non-resident for like $30. Don't quote me on that. You'll probably have to get on Florida fishing license, look up something like Florida fishing license and check on that. But I think there's a non-resident like 3-day or 5-day license for, and I'm thinking it's like 30, $35, somewhere in that neighborhood. But yeah, that would be that, and you can buy them online. You don't even have to go to like a store. You can do that right now, right at this very moment, from the convenience of your own home with your credit card. You can get your fishing license. So I still say FWC should sell beer at their meetings. Yeah, right. You're really smart with their things. Okay. All right. Well, good there. Good. Okay. So yeah, so that's going to be the big change. If I'm going to do something to earn a living here and make a little money, that just, I mean, it was sort of like a duh moment when he brought it up to me today. I was like, well, yeah, of course I should be doing that. Why aren't I doing that? I mean, the problem has been that I didn't have room on the boat. But you know what? I'll just throw it all in the bay. I mean, at this point, hey, that stuff up my V-berth, aside from my clothes, there's 2 bins up there that have my clothes in. Aside from my clothes, everything up in that V-berth, I haven't touched in 8 months. Well, I don't know, since May, right? It got stuffed up there in May. I haven't touched it since May. If I haven't touched it since May, do I really need it? I mean, really? Do I really need it? So, I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff I can purge. I'll unload it all. I'll throw it into my spare dinghy. And I'll cut the line loose and let the current carry it to Cuba. No, I'll put it in a storage unit. There's some storage units literally across the road from where I am here on the overseas highway. There's some storage units there that we could use. So, well, the sunset kind of pittered out. There's not much color or anything back there. It's just looking kind of gray. So, selling on a cruiser deck. Yeah, I am, and I'll be continuing to do that. So, old guys over 65, residents of Florida, fish for free. There you go. Yeah, if you're a resident of Florida. Yep. Yeah, Johnny Football, paypal.me/Carl Brook. Paypal.me/Carl Brook. Yeah, Pilot, I don't know, could you, or Marie or somebody, post my PayPal on there? I would appreciate it. So, fill it with gas and light it up. Yeah, I could do that too, but I would get in a world of trouble. Nope. Okay, won't do that. All right, no problem. All my moderators are going on strike on me. Oh, man. Anyhow, yeah, in the description down below, there's a link to it. So you can look it on it down there. What did you do to get that much subs? I did over 1,000 videos. That's how I got that many subs. I put up over 1,000 videos in the last couple of years. lot of hard work. That's how you do that. Oh man, kids. This is so nice out here. Where's Woodby when you need him? Yeah, I don't know where Woody is tonight. He sent me a link, something about a final link or something for the song, and something about it having pictures or videos on it. But when I went to go click on it, it came up saying something about it was still processing it or something, that it hadn't finished processing it. He had put it up on some site, so so I don't know what was going on with that. So I motioned back to him that I haven't seen it yet. So stop at stop sign, still driving. Stop at stop sign, still driving. Okay. All right, well, Marie, if you're still driving, be careful out there. You shouldn't be listening to my live stream while you're driving. You should be driving. Although, technically, I guess there's nothing illegal about watching TV while you drive. You can't text and drive, but you know, you can watch TV and drive apparently. So, somebody's going by. Howdy, neighbors. So, come on, switch. There we go. There's the neighbors going by. You can see how dark it is back there. See the sunset just petered out to nothing. Petered out to nothing. So, hands free from Marie. Yeah, maybe so. Isn't it weird? I mean, I aim the camera this way, and it looks like I'm in bright sunshine. I mean, it really does. And yet, when I look the other direction, you know, it looks so dark over there. Kind of odd. Kind of odd, so. Anyhow, guys, so that's it. That's what we're going to do. It's all distracted driving nowadays. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So for a source of income in lieu of working a regular job, we're opening it up. We're going to honor all of the Sailing with Grandpas. Come on down. Spend a week with me here at the Keys. I'll clean up the V-berth. We'll make room. You'll have the cost of your airfare. And I think I saw on Southwest $69 airfares. I saw something online advertised today. Southwest Airlines $69 airfare. So you can fly here to Miami or Fort Lauderdale pretty darn cheap. Actually, I think the shuttle, the Key shuttle to get you from the airport to here costs more than the airfare would be. So Bermuda Sun, I am trying to sell my other dinghy. Practically trying to give it away. I have it advertised for $100. So I mean, it's $650 new. Now, it does need to have a good cleaning. It needs some work done to it, but no one seems to be willing to bite the bullet at that price. So what I may do, I may tow it over to the beach over here and pull it up on the beach and give it a good scrubbing and cleaning and re-glue the bottom on it myself. And then I'll turn around and sell it for $300. So, which is probably what I should do. Get off my lazy butt and clean it up and get it done. So. It's just I've been so preoccupied with work trying to make a living. So 69 on the plane is good. Yeah, yeah. 60-degree temperature swing here Thursday to Sunday. Crazy. Wow. Not here, man. Not here. We rarely get more than about a 20-degree temperature swing one day to the next or day to night. I mean, I think the cold, well, okay. The coldest it's been here since I've been here, I think, is 59 at night. And the hottest it's been here has been about 85 in the last 60 days. So, 21-degree temperature swing, 26 degree temperature swing in the last 30 days. Total, not bad. I'm eyeballing a boat over here behind me. It looks like a scantily clad woman in a bikini has walked up onto her bow and is doing something. And I don't know what she's doing. She is, I don't know, from here it looks like she's pooping on her deck. I can't see her though. It's just too dark. I can't see what she's doing. She's probably working on something up on the bow. I just can't see it from here. She seems to be up there squatting. So. I guess maybe that's why they call it the poop deck. No, I'm sure she's not pooping on her deck. I'm sure she's doing something. Maybe she's adjusting her lines. I don't know. Can't tell. Too dark, can't see that far. Don't know what they're doing. But whatever, they're good people. Anyhow, kids, so that's kind of what we did today. We walked the dog. We worked on selling real estate. Worked with a couple for sale by owners today. A little frustrating with some of that. Just because there's some people that, you know, facts are facts. Facts are facts. The market is the market. You can hold your breath and stomp your feet and insist that you're going to get your price for the property you're trying to sell. But if the market's not going to support that, it's just not going to happen. And you're going to sit there and you're going to get back. You're going to try to force the market and insist that you get your price. All you're going to end up doing is beating yourself up and wasting a couple years trying to get that property sold. You just have to finally get to the point where you say, okay, well, the market says this is what the property's worth. That's what the property's worth. You can jump up and down, yell and scream, hold your breath, stop your feet, lay on the floor, roll around, throw a temper tantrum. Isn't going to change.